Man, CD! You're here so fast! Hello! You're speedy! You're already on Twitch and saw the notification. Alright. You know? That's fair. What's up? I am already freaking cat jamming. I just got here and I'm just like, yes. Which honestly feels bad because this, like, literally... This looks very sad, but the music is so happy and I don't know how to feel. Well, actually, I know how to feel because I feel cat jam. Oh no! Oh, that sucks, man. I hope it goes away soon. How dare your body betray you? We hate this. We hate this a lot. Actually, speaking of freaking bodies who have betrayed them. Not mine this time, but I haven't heard from my parents today. Apparently they were both, like, really active yesterday. Like, my dad cut a lot of grass, and he was like, probably gonna not be feeling great tomorrow. And I was like, Godspeed. Meanwhile, my mom was like, so I felt energetic, which never happens. So she's like, I'll probably be dead tomorrow. Haven't heard from them yet, but hopefully they're okay. I was just like, yeah, you might, but you know. Yeah, she's still like, I don't know. I think she's doing better, being more used to it, but like, you know. Getting her mind used to having a autoimmune disease is like still not the greatest, I guess, where she's, you know, because she has so many like memories of how she used to be able to go, go, go. So sometimes I'm just like, oh, don't worry about it, you know? If you're tired and fatigued the next day, then you just kind of chill. She's not good at chilling. She's not that type, but I think she's doing a bit better. But my week has been good. It was busy, although Thursday and Friday I actually had the day off, which was a surprise. The freezer is, like, basically full. So... yeah. This is the first Saturday, and I don't know when, that I actually didn't have to go to work today. I got to sleep in. I played a little Final Fantasy this morning, and, yeah, actually the cool thing was I saw Laner was streaming this morning, so I actually just, I was playing DBD with her and some other people, so I just kinda hopped off of that because, yeah, Laner claims she's been doing some streams, but to be fair, I realized after we stopped playing, I was like, she's done random streams. It's possible that she streamed when I had been at work other times on Saturday, and I just haven't noticed, but yeah. Yeah, it was a shock to me, because I was basically just, doing some nonsense in 14, and I was like, I want background noise, but I don't feel like music right now, so I went to Twitch and I was like, later! Excuse me? Yeah, so I played a little Dead by Daylight. Yeah, and now I'm here. Probably would have still been playing, to be fair, except, her and Loopy had to get some food. So, kinda worked out. Cause I'm late enough to my stream as it is. Not that I have a set time, but you know. No, it was nice. So yeah, it's been a pretty good day so far, not gonna lie. Molly is asleep in her bed, which is a little bit sus, I won't lie to you. Because she has been sleeping in there, like, the whole morning, essentially. Like, I took her out to go pee before I hopped on to play Dead by Daylight, and, I kind of expected her at that point to, you know, like, get a little antsy. But she didn't. She just went back to sleep, which was really funny, because, Laner's puppy Shadow, you could just hear him with the squeaky toy, and Laner be like, Shadow! Shut up, and like all this, and I'm like, ah, yes. Someone now understands my pain. Be like, Shadow, behave! Like, but yeah, so I don't know when she is going to, wake up and make her presence known. Yeah, I would say the only issue with today is the humidity is awful. So, it's not like super warm, but everything is just yucky, essentially. I just turned my dehumidifier on, so hopefully that helps, but yeah, we got a Molly in her little bed, and we got a Squeaker on the big bed. Ain't that right, Squeaker? Mm-hmm. So we are all here and accounted for. And I guess we'll just freaking, jump into the video game, because why not? Humidity is awful here today, too. I considered opening my window, but it was like, nope, yeah, that's a mood. It was really nice out yesterday. My grandfather's birthday is today, but we had the party yesterday, so I went up there for, like, the evening. And, my mom banned me from sitting at the kitchen table, because my idiot uncle and his kids sit there, or at least that's what happened at my dad's birthday party, and, so what happened was someone ended up saying, like, reminder that there's a picnic table outside, and, so I ended up going out there with my dad, and Mom came out too, and it was actually really nice. Also ecstatic, hello! It is Lawyer Gouds time. It's true. Yes. Happy birthday, Grandpa Gouds. Yeah, it's great, it's birthday. There's so much food, like, I felt kind of bad, because Mom yesterday was like, you should come up again for leftovers, and part of me was like, I want to, but since it's just me now, my HelloFresh lasts so much longer that I find it hard to keep up to it. Like last week when I went up for Dad's birthday, it's just, and then going out on Sundays, I find it hard to, like, eat all the food. Also, Mips, hello! And to be fair, I made a really good pasta yesterday with meatballs, and I had some more for lunch, and I'm excited to eat more for supper, so... Yeah, exactly, it is like 6 meals for a single person. You get me. So yeah, it's like... You know, if I didn't have HelloFresh, I'd be up there in a heartbeat to eat more leftovers, because, like, they got lobster and all sorts of stuff. But, I'm just like, but I have this food that I don't want to waste, and I still have another meal. I get 3. I get 3 meals, because that's the least amount that we can get. The options are either 3 or 4 meals, so I do 3. 3 for 2 people. So, for that, it's usually like, if you're unfamiliar with, HelloFresh, if you get for 2 people meals, it'll be like, say you're getting a meal with chicken, it'll be like 2 chicken breasts. Cause that, you know, that way you split it. But for me, sometimes I can like slice the chicken breasts in half and do that. Honestly, that's valid, but to be fair, a lot of the stuff is like only 30 minutes. sometimes even less. You can get quicker ones. If there was an option for only 2 meals, I think I would do that for some of them. But, alas. But anyways, nice to see you guys. I hope you guys are all having a, well, I hope you guys had a good week, and have had a good weekend thus far. I'm gonna start reading the video game. Let's do it. Let's see what the heck is happening. Mr. Wright? Huh, what? Are trials always like this with you? Like, you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there? Wow, Emma really just be... she's really just doing this, huh? Freaking Rip Phoenix. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. Ooh, you have a new project. What is it? This is a trial that unlocks after you finish the main trials? So, is this like the 5th one? It's like a bonus trial, I guess? Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Oh, you mean the trial, not the case. That is a better question. We are on day 2, trial ladder, so this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Oh good, he's back. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire its temper. Yeah, Emma's just really being the support we need right now. Truly. That's what they told me, when I was a youngin' at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. Please don't fly kick me! Don't worry. Don't worry, you're safe. Also, come on! Maya! Listen. Maya could never be. Maya's too good. What does that mean? Okay, she was accused, but so was literally everyone in this game. Basically. In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let the bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. Winston Payne comes back and turns out that he's actually Superman's distant cousin. Now that's the plot twist I was waiting for. Ugh. But then how does that work? Because freaking Phoenix was in Marvel vs. Capcom? Does that... Is there a DC versus Marvel thing in here? Is that a game? Did they do that? That's probably like against the law. That's probably like breaking several laws. I don't think they're allowed to do that. If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. Oh man. Not gonna lie, at Greta's birthday last night, my aunt, who is, to be fair, kind of crazy, she is really good at cooking though. And she made really good ribs. Kinda wish I would have had more of them. But there was like 3 cakes. So, you know, couldn't go too crazy. I wanted to eat more ribs, but I was like, there's so much dessert, I must have a slice of everything. It was the right choice. But yeah, it's very good. I'd like to resume? I love Judge so much, man. It's probably against the law, just like the ton of perjury the witnesses commit in this game. You know? Okay, touche. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. Bro, are you good? Also, Molly ditched me. Is this where she starts being, This is where the harassment starts, isn't it? It can't be! This can't happen! I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Oh god, not Ligma! It's something I haven't heard of in a long time. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable! It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock knock? Who's there? Judge. What in the JoJo is that? What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Ah, it's you. Oh, so he knows him. I love that there's no dialogue, we're just staring. Sorry I'm late. G, the roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see. Hey, G, how you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, schmizzy. G, my boy, you have to make time to relax. Yeah, yes, indeed. G seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Ah, so you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Hey, thanks? So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? Worthy? You know, we should go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little Worthy. Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of... Wait, what? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Him? Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? He's always talking about swimming. I mean, I respect it. I also love swimming, so you know, it's fair. He sure is he seems like it. It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at this poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less! Little Worthy. No wonder he's so upset. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Oh, is that the actual murder weapon? That's what we found. Hey, first objection of the day, Chief. What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to... I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? I kinda wish that he called him edgy, though. We're so close, you know? Coulda made it happen. Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there. Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. Oof. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor. Well, I don't see why not. Hey, Rakeus! Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Red, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore! That is the hard... That is the most important thing. The judge is correct. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Phoenix. I mean... Alright. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Oh, it's doing it for me. Okay, game, thanks. Switchblade. Him. Wait, can I look at this, though? There's a small tag on this knife. It seems to say SL92. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame. But it's strange. Huh? What is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this, somehow. Let us use the switchblade. What? Don't scare me like that! Is the switchblade broken? I'm the one who's scared. this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife? Sure thing. Not a problem, not even a little one, really. Oh, good. Alright. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. It was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There. There was a wait! There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's a hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second, you said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Okay, things just... Alright. Order. Anyway, we at the department were all afluster, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? Don't tell anyone, chat. I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Well, this took a turn. And thus we begin the pressing of everything! Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? It's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. This knife was found on the scene of the crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, Righto. Oh, Emma. It's Righto, it's catching on. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. So how are things down at the department? Oh, this game first came out on the GBA? Cool. It was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what, with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Udgy? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. Suppose I could. If you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. It's a shame. Ooh, is playing solo titterbigs and journaling games? Cool! Flying solo project. That's cool. It's also a creative writing exercise. Yo, that checks out. Dude, the cat jam is so real. I'm gonna take a slight guess that, wait, don't we already know the victim died at 5:15? But I'm gonna take a slight guess that the victim was killed by a knife, but still, actually, yeah, let's try where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. I was gonna say, they haven't found the body yet, right? The evidence room? You wouldn't know about the evidence room, would you, Righto? We've been there. Wait, is that not? No? Hello? Can't say I have heard of it. Never mind. Guess I should ask again once I've learned a bit more about this evidence room. I'm thinking of a different place then, but that's fair. There's something stranger about this than the place where the body was found. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? Wait, can I... So, hold on. How was the victim killed? How was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife. A knife? That's exactly the same as Detective Goodwin. That's the spirit, we're cooking now! But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Yeah, it's almost like it was probably actually just one death. 5:15, but that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. I'm not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm not the chief. Because I'm the chief of police. I was gonna say because I'm not the chief of police, but that's not. That's lies and slander. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand? Try to understand, Righto. You judge. Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murderers together. Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be the coincidence. And that knife. And that knife. What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. We're just back at the beginning, aren't we? We sure are. Okay. Time to go look at the knife. I pressed the wrong button! Every time! Well, you know what? I'll just take this loss, but I'm gonna save now before I lose more health again. Because we don't want what happened last week to happen again. So we're just gonna not. We're just gonna not. Okay. Every time. X button. That's the button I need. So... There's a small tag on the knife. Alright. We already watched this, but it's fine. Dun, dun, dun. Why did it pop up there for a second? Confusion. What do you want from me, game? Or do you maybe don't want anything? I don't know. Although... I feel like this is gonna come down to the fact that this knife is gonna be shorter than the other knife, or something will be different lengthwise. And that's probably what I gotta prove, I just don't know where I'm throwing that information at yet. Or if I had to figure it out from here, but maybe not. If to pronounce SL9 like Sline. Why? Also, no, you don't have to restart all the way from the beginning. It's just annoying, because, when you die, you have to go through, like... You usually have to go through, like, a slight cutscene. Which is a pain in itself. Oh boy. Evidence to prove connection between this knife and Goodman. I mean, he said to bring up the thing that was bugging him the entire time. This is the thing that's been bugging me the entire time, so do you think it's correct, or am I still thinking too far ahead? Stay tuned! Probably! Yep, I'm still too far ahead. Seems correct. Alright. In that case... Dude, neck pillows are so nice. Truly. It's true, but sometimes it'll cut off the music, and it'll like... I mean, there are sometimes it'll throw you off, where it won't cut off the music, and you'll be like, oh, I guess I was wrong, but then it's like, he'll slap the table, and it'll be like, oh, I was right, question mark? Tip of it, though. I wonder if that'll come into play somewhere. Curious about that, but that's probably a future problem. I'm like paranoid after last week. I mean, I feel like we checked the knife out, but I don't know what the knife is special, but I can't say how here. Feels like you're supposed to prove that there's a connection, but I don't know what I throw at it. Although, to be fair, my brain is always wrong in these instances anyways. Oh yeah, what was this? Nope, not that one. Goodman's note. If you flip it up, it's 67S. It just makes me think of this. But again, my brain goes in terrible ways that the game never wants them to go. I mean, I could try throwing that at it, maybe? Or should we? I don't know. Why not? Oh, okay. I guess that was it. Wait a second. I never trust my gut with this game, man. Because I just have terrible luck. Because I'll, like, my brain will see things, but I never see things in the way that the game wants me to see them, so. Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha, an honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? This is great! Dude, Polly was wonderful. We objecting things? Also, howdy, first timer here. Hey, Breadman, we are objecting things. I mean, trying to, at least. Probably badly objecting to. But what's up? Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. I'm also objecting things. Ah. What's this? 6 minus 7... Okay, Judge, who reads that as minus? Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside... The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Ba -bam -bam. Ah ha ha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order, order. Well, Chief. Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? Ace Attorney, that's what he's playing. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Okay. So, we've tied that. Now what do we learn if we press? So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can say anything I please, Righto, you understand. I mean, what do you mean? Can we not tie them together with the knife? Can we not? Does this count? Or am I gonna look like a fool? Stay tuned. That was, again, the press button. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm bad. At least I don't lose HP from pressing, so that's okay. We'll just see what I've done, basically. I basically just nurse joyed myself, it's fine. Sometimes it'd be like that. Okay, let's not do that this time. So, can I not just be like, the knife? So it's not the knife. So, is it the piece of paper then? Is that what you want from me, game? No, no, never mind. Fine. Frick you! Cries. Yo, that's a big mood. I've had to use a guide once or twice, but it's like, 'cause sometimes I'm just like, game, where are you going? Where have you gone? I'm trying to go with you, but I don't know where. Yo, honestly, I found Danganronpa to be like, my brain for the most part understood the logic in that game a lot more, so you'll probably be fine. I believe in you. So we're back with the it's not officially linked. I'm just gonna throw this and then reload, so... Yeah, okay, we're just gonna... Whoop. Don't worry about it. Also, wait, what, a tiny hat? So... Oh, a hint! I was like, what do you mean want a tiny hat? Yes, I'll take a tiny hint. I mean, I'll take a tiny hat, I guess. I can't read, I'm blind, I'm sorry. My god. It's like, what does this mean? I'm a fool. Tiny hats are also good, it's true. Press everything? Heck, that's what I was already doing! Oh no! Okay, in that case, I'm going back to this. We're going back to this, because this has multiple things to discuss. So, we're going into this loop again. Enjoy. I would love to help you, sir. But you have to work with me first. Okay. We know the victim wasn't found. Although... they were in that area that we don't have any information about yet. So we need to somehow get evident room, or we have to get... Wait a second, I have heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? Wait a minute! Chad, oh, I did it! Oh, look at me, hold on! Hold on, it's all coming together, chat! Me, we have to get information on that first. Also me, got the information but was a fool. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gaunt to testify about the details. So how do I throw that at him? Now can I use the switchblade? What does that mean? I'm gonna save again, because boy if I know. Hello, sir. Now, do you want this knife? He still doesn't want this knife. He still doesn't want this knife! Frick you! Heck. Okay. Hate it here. Heck and heck. I'm just gonna talk to him some more then. How was the victim killed, my guy? It was a stabbing. The big ol' stabby stab. With a knife. A knife. It's exactly the same! Ah! We're cooking! Boy, if I only knew how to progress! What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. Got one more tree to go down here. Please. Now that's a sharp question, Righto. Very sharp. Well, my boy, you're gonna love this. Okay, so clearly I'm going to have to get... What did he say? He wanted another similarity, so... maybe we have to go with the time? What are the chances indeed? So clearly we're gonna have to press everything else harder until we figure out another information that can get us back in that other loop. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes. Are you saying I didn't actually have to prove it? I just had to press him again? I hate it here. Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned at the testimony we just heard. Heckin' game! Why do you make a fool of me this way? What is your logic? I love you, why do you hate me? From the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim on him, or head on him the case number on the evidence, or the knife's evidence tag. It's to humble you, obviously. I don't have any self-esteem! I don't need to be humbled! When we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? Somehow, I feel like he can't reveal the name of the victim because they don't know who the victim is. Because the victim's body is missing. But, we'll get there, probably. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Start at the top of the list, shall we? Victim's division number. Okay, well, what's the division? What division was the victim stationed in? Oh, you want to know that, do you? Do you? Haha. Criminal Affairs Division 1. The detectives responsible for homicide cases. Homicide? That would be the same division as Detective Gumshoe.
Does this information live on this card?
Guess we'll never know. Freaking yabba-dab. We'll never know. Detective Goodman, who was killed in the underground parking lot, was homicide too. Oh, thanks, Emma! Oh, thank God! Okay, I guess Yabba Dab was homicide, now we know! It's almost like a serial killer was after homicide detectives. Except the serial killing happened simultaneously, scientifically speaking. Well, I sure hope Detective Gumshoe isn't next on the list. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. And that knife! Edgeworth is eerily quiet. The gears are turning in his head. He probably already knows. Oh, that's... God damn it, not again. That's not the one. That's not the one anymore. That ain't the one. Nope, this isn't it. This ain't it. It's the other one now. Nope, I don't care no more. Although, you know what? Since we're here, do you got anything interesting? I don't know. Nope, okay, he still doesn't have anything interesting. Okay, anyway. I'm so bad. That feel when you just button mash too much. I almost did it again! I almost did it again! That was tragic. How about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it's from. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189. Do you suppose, chat? Wow! It's almost like I knew! Huh! Well, that's quite long. It's Yabba Dab! And we have to remember these. Drives me nuts. Should've went with Yabba Dab. 8, 2... I can't do it. You didn't even get the first... Yo, that's me. Solidarity with Judge. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. This tells me everything! Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Come on, Phoenix, get it together! Meaning? Has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Phoenix! Oh, well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? Boom! Witness? What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with guns blazing, like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh-ho, is it yours? Judge! No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney. Remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman, even. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And that means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started 8-2. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first right number again! The number the chief of the police gave us was 5842189.
Objection!
Well, wait a second, Wright. What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim! He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location? Order, order, order. Chief, what does this mean? Dude, we're getting all the objections today. No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. Oh, he's gonna do it again, isn't he? What? How? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Oh, yeah. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright. Where have we heard that name before? Oh, wait. Ha! It's that poor guy. Excuse me, but Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Oof. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. He was trying his best! In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then He just came here to shame Edgeworth, my god. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright? Well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list, and that's why we don't get to hear Gant call him edgy. I understand now! I mean, it's still tragic, but I respect the decision. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over there. Good job, Righto, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, what with all these rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. I mean, you're right, Bricaeus, but my voice would not be able to handle it. You'd better get results this time. Really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I'll grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned. To be continued. Look at us. Slowly but surely we're doing it. And the surprising part is, thus far, it's actually what I called from the beginning. Which is rare for me. Mr. Wright, so... what's going on with the case, anyway? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see. What is going on? The The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this "and the evidence room" part? Your intuition was incredible on this case? You're not wrong! I take it as a win. I'm still bad at the, you know, actual, like, game part of, like, getting there, but I did figure out that the body was from somewhere else immediately. Which I, you know, I take this. I take this as a big win. I take it and I run with it. The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Especially considering, like, most of the time, especially, like, so many Danganronpa cases, I would go in and be like, I don't know jack shit, let's find out together, Monokuma, let's go! Like, meanwhile, this time I'm like, okay, yep. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. Alright, let's do it. Also, now that Danganronpa is gonna be on the Switch, I really want Monokuma to be in Smash. I want it so bad. It'd be so funny. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Yo, if Monokuma gets in Smash, I'll buy Smash Bros. I'll do it. Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that the thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. I mean, to be fair, I don't know anything about Smash Bros, so maybe you're probably right, Rikais, but, like, still, Monokuma in Smash would be hysterical. Let's go. Science awaits us. Science! You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Emma, no. Shh. Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. That oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence of the crime scene. Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood in the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? The situation calls for one thing, and that is luminal testing fluid! Luminal? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. I mean, she has a point. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Also, I feel like you probably shouldn't drink that, but that's a, you know, a whole other thing. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You get an extra pair of those things? Hey, cool. To test for blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press the X button to spray. Okay, let's find us some blood stains. Yes. Wow. Picture Phoenix wearing Emma's glasses. I love it. I love it a lot. I love them just like standing beside each other, both wearing the glasses. Be super cute. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's so... Emma, you're shaking. It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically, of course, speaking, of course? What's odd about this scientifically? Okay, I mean, to be fair, I feel like getting a paper cut is a bit different from seeing, you know, little puddles of blood that you know have come from a dead body, in Emma's defense. To be fair. You're just messing. I will protect Emma. Is it the... What is it? The amount of blood? Maybe? Or is the bloodstain's location? I feel like it could honestly be either. Let's just start with... Sure. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean... Look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. Although, to be fair, she doesn't care about the blood on the shoe! Emma, why? If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright? I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? Yo, honestly, same CD. I mean, I assume I would, so... See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Neat. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all the evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah, feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! Oh hey, look who's back. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Ma'am, why? Miss Starr. You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Aw man, bad luck for me. I made a sub sandwich and the beef had to be expired. Oh no! That's a very feels bad, man. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh no! I mean... Could you, like, kind of turn it into, like, a grilled cheese sandwich? Slightly? Perhaps? So that you don't waste the bread? I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Okay, you know what? Yeah, contamination. You know, yes, okay. Touché. Little girl, don't forget what's important in here. Even the place I witnessed the events from was different. I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. She's very... sticking to her guns on that, huh? I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Although, did she actually see the stabbing, or did she see her pulling out the first knife and then stabbing him, putting the other knife in him, perhaps? To cover up the evidence? Although I don't know why yet, but probably. So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the Cough-Up Queen. Still really hate that nickname. Hey, thanks for the follow, Bread. Glad you're enjoying the stream. Oh, here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. Emma! And you were let go? Or fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Ma'am? Ma'am? I love that it's flipped now. That's kind of great. Wait, I can't show that to her? Oh, I can't show any of this stuff. That's because you have to present it. I'm a fool. Ma'am! Wait. The SL9 incident. Oh, I got slightly confused when it was showing it Emma. I was like, wait, am I talking to Emma about this? And not Angel? Excuse me? The SL9 incident, it's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Apparently not. Is this just gonna be the same thing? Yep. Lady, why don't you want to tell me more about it? Or maybe... I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the Cough-Up Queen, right? We found this ID card here in the parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. Alrighty, time for my trial. I'm gonna try hard not to use a guide. Yo, Godspeed! Good luck! I believe. Although, to be fair, if you have to use one, there's no shame in it. Sometimes you just do what you gotta do. Okay, she's trying to give me tea. That's fine. I hate that we're like, could you tell us more? And she's just like, no. No. No, I could not. I could not at all. go to the police department, maybe. Hopefully this isn't a mistake, but maybe. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here after all. Okay, like, I don't want to jinx it, but I still can't believe that Molly is asleep. Like I haven't even taken her for, like, a walk or anything today. What's happening? I guarantee she is gonna be so rowdy all evening. I'm gonna, like, log on to 14. Now she's gonna not let me do anything. Guarantee. Guarantee it. She's so cute, though. Very sleepy. You're not gonna be able to do anything later? Yep, that's, oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I mean, it's amazing. But very confusing. But I won't stay on it for any longer, because, like I said, I don't want to jinx it. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Heck yeah. Guard station. I wonder whose desk this is. What's with the decor of this place? It's very eccentric. Yeah, that's a word. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond the door in the evidence room, the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. I also have a feeling. Although, to be fair, that is a choice of hat that we've not seen him wear. Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Oh no! Not the sad music! No! Oh, it's depression hours, alright. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. Don't! Phoenix, that was so sad! How do you just... Not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Phoenix, you idiot! Oh, that's so depressing. Why is there a lasso? There is a trap. Do you see it? I'm pointing at the screen. I know you can't see it, but like, oh my god. I just noticed. Literally. How did they not walk in that? Phoenix would put a foot in that 100%. I'd die on that hill. Actually, I would too, to be fair. I would have tripped over that in an instant. Oh, that's really funny. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Oh, look on the floor. A lasso. Oh, looks like it's set to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Yeah, that's definitely what it was for, probably. I don't know if they should have that many bottles of alcohol. Maybe that's why someone died. Hey, Mips, welcome back. What kind of food? You know, I don't want to talk. I don't want to. Nope. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. I choose. Who are you? Who? It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather. What was that thing called again? A punchy, a poochie? Maybe that wasn't it. A poncho. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. He's a poochie. Oh god. Do we need a key card? The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open. I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Then where is the man? Where is... Oh, there's the door. This swinging door makes this place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it'd be more like a for myself. Cooked a glass noodle salad. Ooh, that does sound yummy. It do indeed. Well. This is a place that exists. We now know Phoenix likes to see her struggle with words. Hey, that's good news, CD. That is very good news. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Well, there was a vicious murder of the detective down at the police department. Yes, but the same detective was also murdered at the same time in the prosecutor's lot, even. Ugh, makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. Emma, someone is dead! We don't joke about that! Oh my god! No! What did I just say? I doubt anyone wants more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. It doesn't look like anyone's going to help us much either. Can't believe this happened. Actually, I can, but I can't believe this happened. Also, I really thought that maybe... will I ever be able to... Home stiff. Wait. To be fair... We haven't talked to her sister in a while. Phoenix really does. Like, does he have like a magnet or something? Cause wow, none of them have respect for the dead. It's terrible. Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Let's come back later. Is Emma me making inappropriate puns? You know, potentially. What do other people think of him just running around with underage girls, you know? Who knows? I mean, the consensus seems to think that everyone seems to think that Phoenix is an idiot, so they're probably just like, what's this guy doing with his sister? What's happening? Also, ma'am? Wait a minute. Uno momento. Okay, I just wanted to check. Okay, hold on, this is off topic, but like, bro, the handprint on his face looks terrifying with the red glasses. We're in a horror movie now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hate it here. Well, it wasn't really... I didn't realize I could examine that. That's not what I meant to do. It was more so like when they were moving the body, did any blood get sprayed? I don't know. I have button I can push. I push button. Okay, must be back with that other woman then. Ma'am, I really wish you would talk to me, but clearly you're not gonna talk to me, so that's a shame. We're thorough. Well, you never know. They had to get him to the car somehow. You had to go through some door, just don't know which door. That is again a button. Bam, 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 bam. That does suck. Hopefully, hopefully you get things figured out. If you get another doctor's appointment. That's where we found that note. 221 SL9, the SL9 incident. A case that was due for transferal the day of the murder. And the detective in charge of that case was the victim. I wonder what kind of case this SL9 incident thing was. It's kinda hard to guess just knowing the case number. Okay, so that's something new at least. The Sline incident. This rope, is it? Yep. Okay, we've... So now that we have this information... When will you talk to me about Sline? When? When? I just wanna know! Hate it here. Examine. I'm just gonna start clicking things. As you do. Although to be fair, is Edgeworth there? Edgy! Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. Dang it, Edgy! I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. Guess we'll just have to come back. Well, that answers that question then. door. It must mean something. Oh, you need to enjoy life more. Oof. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See? You can hear just fine. The phone's broken. I'm thinking ice cream for dessert? Yo. Always a good idea. So this is the famous oil drum. Well, no time like the present. I'll try to kick it over myself. Hiya! That's okay, don't cry. That Lana Sky must be a strong woman. I respect the fact that she really went for it. D-block is through there, blah blah blah. Bro, we know that she didn't. She was in the other room. Oh god. Oh god! Emma! Stop hurting yourself! Oh no. This is terrible. I made melon ice cream a few days ago. Ooh, that does sound good. Emma! You're literally just a second ago you're like, so this is where Miss Star climbed the fence, and now you're like, so this is where Miss Star saw the incident. Emma! Ah! Screaming inside. Probably means she wasn't lying when she said she saw Miss Sky stab him. Where's the security guard anyway? Well, this is just something I heard, but apparently he went out to buy coffee for Miss Star. That woman is a force to be reckoned with. She sure is. Okay, yeah, I guess. I suppose you're right. But still, Emma needs to stop hurting herself regardless. So this is the famous divider. It sure helped us knock a hole in the testimony today. Come to think of it, this divider helped our case out more than the actual witness. The Great Divider. A chip off the old parking block. Just a wall, scientifically speaking. That's about as red as a sports car can get. Yep, it's pretty red, alright. The body was found in Edgeworth's car trunk. And the lock in the trunk was broken too. So the question is why Miss Sky chose this car. So what model car is it? I think it was called a sedan or a coupe, something like that. Those are car types, Mr. Wright, not models. You're a guy, aren't you, Mr. Wright? You're supposed to know these things. Maybe it's about time I got my driver's license. Oh, there, buddy. Heckin' heck. Still no one here, huh? That's a shame. A red car, you could say it's pretty edgy. You could in fact say that, you're not wrong. Detective killed in the evidence room. Tell no one outside the police department. No! I told that old lady at the restaurant everything! Someone's getting a demotion. That's really funny. Oh god. So where the heck am I supposed to be? Let's see. I feel like it's either supposed to be the guard station or there's something I'm missing in the underground parking lot, but I don't know which, so it's time to go to Google. Google. Let's see. Let me see what we can find. Jeez. Although, to be fair, okay. Where am I? So I'm on day 2 investigation. Oh, okay, so I do still have to talk to Angel. I figured as much. Apparently I'm supposed to present the crime photo. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So I went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? Would you like to talk about that time? Oh-ho! She would. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I've ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence, so they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal gallows is coming to him. Doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence. Oh, that's bad. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job, and you were one of those. Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean, Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one is up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait. Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Starr's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy that might help you out if you tempt him with this treat. I wonder. Yeah, I was gonna say. I have a feeling. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall. Is he your, are you his? Are you going out? Why do you want to know? Just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Hey, random. Shadily Shaden, what's up? How's your Saturday? Finally, we can go into the place. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please. Huh? Wasn't that... One steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe! Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Oh no! There's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Yeah, who's your criminal? I'm curious. It's going well? Glad to hear it. Heck yeah. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. Got some cheesecake and bagels, but have no idea how to actually open the cheesecake like a derp. Yo, that's kind of a mood. I think we've all been there. I hope you someday get it open, though. Dude, would love to eat some cheesecake, not gonna lie. My favorite. And the perpetrator. Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. Oh, he wants it for him. I feel bad we couldn't give him one. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. Having a good cry? He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. To the evidence room! Or to the guard station. Wait. Sir? Am I dumb? Maybe. Probably. Let's just walk in. We can't! Where is this man? Why isn't he here? I guess... Yeah, I suppose the questioning is over, so... How do you get there again? Can you get there from here? Maybe? Who is... whomst? Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Oh god, I hate it. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was perpetrated against. Oh no. Oh no! Greetings, sir. Oh no! Not him! Who did this? Who did this to him? Oh no! So who got murdered and how is it alleged allegedly not the fault of one of your friends. Well, this guy isn't my friend. He's just... I mean, look at him. This is so sad. Who set this poor kid up? Oh god. But, yeah. So, the short story is a detective got stabbed, and, this guy, he really is too incompetent. He's just trying his best. Dude, he couldn't hurt a fly. I swear. Who did this? But yeah, so this man is our victim. He's Detective Goodman. We found his body in Edgeworth's car, in the prosecutor's office, and, supposedly, what this all started with, what is it? The high prosecutor? Is that what she is? Who she's called? They thought that basically Edgeworth's boss was, the murderer. However, we later find out that another detective was killed at the same time at the police department. But, spoilers.
It was Bruce Goodman. He's the one that died in the police department.
So, yeah. My theory instantly, when we saw that there was a body in Edgeworth's car, I was like, okay, so clearly this person didn't die here, and someone just threw the body, like, in the car and brought him from somewhere else. So we found out today that, apparently it was from the police department. But, we don't know much else other than that it was... He's apparently having a connection to a SL9, case, that we don't know too much about yet. But that case resulted in some other former detectives losing their job. Because apparently in that case, a man was executed, well, we actually don't know if it was a man, but someone was executed, and they didn't actually have evidence. The evidence was fabricated. So... yeah. Yes, excuse me, Sline. Yeah, forgive. But, yeah, that's kind of the short version, random. Anyway, this poor man. Oh god. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're the guard here at the detention center. No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, sir. Like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. Am I? I'm pretty sure that this man is the one that is, quote-unquote, the perpetrator. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Although... Sir, I'm the patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir! Oh, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir. Because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Bro, are you good? What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red, I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here, in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Different hand though, right? I don't know if that means anything, but... Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first. Tell us how you hurt your hand. About your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But, sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do. Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed the knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, Wait, so who pointed the knife at you? What detective? Hold on. Back up a minute. Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. Wait, so Detective Goodman pulled out the knife on you? Is that what you're saying here? When I looked down, I had gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? No, it was Colonel Mustard? I need to go. Stream's over. I ruined my own joke. I fumbled and honestly just banned me. It's fine. I don't just... Yep. Just leave me. I think I tried to combine, like... I think I tried to combine his name and also a room. Just ban me. Ban me in my own stream. Don't let me come back here, please. I gotta go. And they never saw them again. Oh no. Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes. If you have to label me as a perpetrator or a victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive, and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. I mean, Meekins, you could be Colonel Mushroom. I don't know, man. Could be you. You can change your name, go into witness protection. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why'd you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Shouldn't you have said, sir, I didn't stab him, sir? But, you know, I digress. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Well, that is a thing. Was it this knife? Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. I don't blame you, you just got stabbed. It's okay, I just wanted— That's it, sir, last night, sir, that's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dreams, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacted to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Well, this guy's broken megaphone is annoying. This guy has been through a lot. Good luck, buddy. I'm gonna go back here. Maybe. Can we? Maybe? Still no? Okay. Back we go. I don't want to talk about it, CD! Why have you done this? Heck! Banned me in my own stream. Truly. Can I spray him? Or would that be weird? Wait, no, that's the wrong button. I just want to see if he has any traces of blood. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Hey, that's it, sir. That's it. That's it. That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir. You mean, you remember what happened? Correct, that card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir, that's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. You know, you say that the megaphone is annoying, and you're right, but honestly, there have been worse noises in this game. I'll be real. Like that one bird, and, oh god, there's like, I can't think of it right now, but there's been like a few really bad beeping ones. Yeah, the phone beeps really bug me. Like, I'll take the megaphone over the phone beeps any day. I better pry into this a little deeper. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir. Excuse me. Just burp, apparently. Excuse me. You might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. He's so cute. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the, evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and I asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. Dude, what happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Do unto others before they do unto you. I respect it. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime. My crime. The crime I swore to stamp out. It's there. It's me. It's on tape. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry. Really sorry. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. Well, guess we better go check out the crime scene. So wait, they have legit video of him doing the crime? When we say crime, his crime is on video. What is it? Is it self-defense? What are we working with here? Please, hold on. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives' desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. Interesting choice. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir! We'll scour the place again, sir. Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir! Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Sir! Sir, yes, sir. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? Doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Sure did. Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what the inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's downright odd, I tell ya. The detective getting killed, on their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the Chief of Detectives' trap shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that you wanted the Chief of Detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Oh wait, I'm a fool. Or am I? Still can't go here yet. God damn it. Someday. Someday, I freaking swear. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. Goodman's lost item report. Interesting. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. So what is this? Lost item report. Why is his ID, like, interesting? Wait. Goodman, why did you write 5'9" instead of 5'8"? Yo, cookie ice cream. Cookie ice cream in a heartbeat every time. Curious. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. BRB, heck yeah, get that ice cream! I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. He's thinking about it. He's now righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50, I'd give them $50, no problem. Sir, can I borrow $50? Can I also keep it? So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. Just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh. This is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. Cool. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Yo, we got our own card. Poggers. Looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just like a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Cute. Wait, can I, Oh, I can't actually look at it. Now I get to get lost again, because every time... Every time... We can do it, because we have the ID card! Let's go! Why won't it open? The card reader is turned off. What's that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina's sky so gray? There he is. Sir, Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? Phoenix! Bro, did you we looked around this room already, Phoenix. We knew! We knew! What's that? Why does it have to be him? Look for it. Don't worry about it, Marshall. We knew. As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. I hate that beep. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then. Did Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Phoenix, you little shit. Okay, but sir, have you considered a steak lunch? That smell, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Starr. What's this? What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see, I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask just anything. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. Cool. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, you might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on a horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here, anyway. These new-fangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean, the security system, then? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak into your steak, you know? Mr. Starr told us something. Or Miss Starr, excuse me, I can't read. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago? It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9, the Sline incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. Back to hear you say Sline. You're welcome. Also welcome back. You got 2 scoops of both? Yo, that's the way to do it. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. I won't lie, when we go for ice cream on Sundays, I've been getting a chocolate chip mint. It's just so good. Like, I know they have, like, a gazillion, like, really fancy, like, sundaes and stuff, but especially after having, like, such a huge meal, I find that getting just the chocolate chip mint, it's like, I find it refreshing, and, it doesn't make me feel overly full, like if I got, like, a hot fudge sundae. It would be delicious, but I would feel so freaking stuffed. They also have, I think they have cookie dough as well, and sometimes I'm like, cookie dough, I love you. But, I don't know, man. I love me some, chocolate mint fudge. I mean, I'm also basic with ice cream, to be fair. Like, I never really considered myself crazy about ice cream. Ice cream is more my mom's thing. But, like, freaking What's the Scoop is really freaking awesome, though. Like, straight up, you can get you can get a chocolate dip cone with like 20 different flavors of chocolate. They have like things ranging from like, I think Mom's favorite is like the turtle chocolate dip. Like, they are very impressive. My parents made me a believer. Because I think, to be fair, I think when they actually opened, I didn't live here, so it was kind of like a thing where I came back and my parents already, like, knew all the things, and it's just, yeah, like, because before, a lot of the times I just wouldn't, I would never get ice cream or desserts for that type of, like, because normally, like, if we would go out somewhere to eat, I would rather get, like, an appetizer. Like, I would rather get something extra, like regular food as opposed to getting a dessert. But, I'm so sorry, CD. Yeah. What's the scoop is just, we gotta go every time on Sundays. It's very important. We have summoned you with ice cream. I know. I mean, we have the whole summer, but I know as soon as, whenever it closes, my mom will be very sad. She'll have to survive until it opens again next year. Truly tragic. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case. That's right, the evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them. There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. I'm not a cauliflower person, so it's fair. My roommate let me try her vegan cookie dough Ben & Jerry's. It's really good. Yo, Laner and Romy got me into Ben & Jerry's, so I respect that choice. I haven't had it in a really long time, but if I ever do pick up ice cream from a store, I'd grab Ben & Jerry's now. They showed me the way. Yo, yeah, broccoli's good. True. True. The easiest one to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman's, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard, you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. So this is the ID card record. Yo, imagine being that lucky and just having all 7s. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove the record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain this whole transferal thing is about? Calls for both my holy belts and a jug of holy water. That seems a bit excessive. Sorry, but, yes. We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call a transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever, dead. Never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated. Mips, you're losing me. You're losing me! I could probably defend vegan cookies, but I don't know if I can defend you with that! Sauerkraut? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think I can follow you with this one. Although, to be fair, I don't know if I would actually like vegan cookies, because I am very picky, but I can respect them to, you know, people who would like them. But I don't eat normal, like, sauerkraut on sausages, so I don't think I would. Sauerkraut and a chocolate cake? I don't know, man. And that happened to SL9 Sline 2 days ago. Alright. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. The number on this is 584-2189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again. Is it on that? It is! Look, the 4th number, it's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. If he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. So, can I show it to him? The sheriff's back in the Wild West. Didn't place much faith in evidence. Wait, I know that Sweden puts bananas on pizza, but I assumed that the banana was cooked alongside the pizza. So I'm sus of this statement. Also, I mean, vegans exist, so it's just, you know, it's just a thing. Just raw, apparently? I still don't trust that. I don't trust that at all. Because I follow someone that, like, really loves that type of pizza, who is from Sweden, and, I swear in the pictures that he's posted, I'm, like, pretty sure that it was not raw. I could be wrong, but I'm, like, pretty sure. Anyway, so, can we go in here now is the question. We can go in here. This is the answer. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. Really is kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. It really does look like a morgue. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50, even me? I love you, Gumshoe. God bless. Oh, so that's what you were talking about. So that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Scene of the stabbing. So. Listen, I will drink my 1% milk and I will love it. So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day. That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again? I'm adamant, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence, locker pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Haha, of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case. Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand. Oh, you mean your fingerprint? That's... Wait... What? Is that why there were bandages in their hands? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Oh god, the beep. Stop the beep. So the only locker we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor. When the wrong person touches it, zap, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. Oh, gumshoe. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. Interesting. Oh, did you finally wake up? You did, huh? Okay. Alright. Looks like I'm gonna have to take the puppy out to go pee-pee, because someone finally woke up from her nap. So, excuse me while I go do this. Although, to be fair, when I come back, will I actually be able to keep streaming? I don't know, because she has slept literally all day. We'll find out. I'll be back. Well, I'm back. I see this was an interesting. I'm just gonna. Boop. Anyway. So I'm getting a look from the small one. So I think that, I think this'll be where we end for today. Which honestly kind of works out for me. Because I've been playing a lot of games today. As CD knows, I played Dead by Daylight with Laner, this morning, and before stream. That's why I started a little bit later today. I got to hang out with Laner. It was great. I've gotten to hang out with Laner like 2 times, and it hasn't even been 6 months. I mean, before it was 6 months, but like we hung out. What was that? Whenever. Was that last week? Whatever that Saturday that I was like, yo, I'm not streaming today because I'm playing Dead by Daylight. And then I found her today, so yeah, truly, like, watch out, there's gonna be a blue moon, I'm calling it. But yes, so I'm gonna go downstairs. She's giving, oh god, she do be giving me the look. But yeah, I'm okay with it because my voice is a little tired, and I mean I'm cool with going down. God, I just hope she doesn't want to play, but she probably will. I would much rather just lay in the chair and, like, watch TV or something. But she probably wants to play. And I'm just like, baby, no. I'm lazy and tired. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. But, either way, thanks for hanging out today, friends. And, tomorrow, we will, play some more of this. Your neighbors are drunk singing? Heck yeah. I mean, I assume that's good. Maybe. Hopefully it's not terrible. I mean, it's not, like, too late for you, so... If it was late, then I would be like, oh shit. But, you're just chilling eating ice cream, so... Thanks for stream, thanks for being here. We will play more of this. I'm gonna, actually, depending on what the weather is tomorrow, I'm hoping I can take Molly and Lily, for a little, you know, BEACH, I don't know. Knowing me, I'll probably do that maybe after we get home from food, but if I'm a smart person, I'll do that before we leave. We'll see. But, either way, more Ace Attorney tomorrow. So yeah, I will talk to you later. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!